In this video, I'll show you how to build QuickBeam. I'm going to demonstrate on Linux, but it's exactly the same as using MSys2 under Windows. If you want to know how to install and compile with MSys2, I've included this link to a video which will demonstrate installation and compiling with MSys2. Okay, I forgot to mention, QuickBeam is a preprocessor to Latex Beamer, which allows you to do many things with a far simpler syntax. Okay, so in order to do this, I need to do two steps. First, I need to compile and install CSC netlib, and here I have the URL to CSC netlib. And then I need to compile and install. I need to only compile QuickBeam, and here's the link to that. So let's do the first one first. So the first thing that we need to do is make a directory. So mkdir temp rm-rf temp and make a directory for temp, and this is where we will put our source code. Okay, now let's get our CSC netlib code. So this is GitHub, and I'm going to go to CSC netlib. So this is the GitHub page for CSC netlib. You'll find here, if I scroll down, there's this handy drop down box, and if I click on that, I copy the URL to the repository. So having copied the URL to the repository, I can then say git clone, and there's the let's see if I can edit paste, and there we have the path to the repository. Okay, let's go. Let's get CSC netlib. Okay, that's done. So we now have a directory there called CSC netlib, and in order to build it, clearly I have Git and a C compiler and a make utility here already pre-installed. So now I can just type make, and that will build CSC netlib. So let's have a look at what I've built. Now I want you to notice there is some install scripts. Now I'm on Linux, so the one that I'm going to use is install.sh. I have to be root to do it though, so sudo bash install.sh. Okay, so I'm running install.h. Okay, that was nice and fast. If I'm using MSys2 on Windows, I can use this script instead, and I don't need to be root. So now I've just compiled and installed CSC netlib. If I want to check it, I can go into the validate directory and to see what I've got here, and I can say bash validate.sh. Okay, so this script will run all of the validation on the library, and you can see that it's all done. So I now have a file called testout.txt, and if I look at it, you'll see that all of the tests have passed. So it's actually built and it's run a whole heap of tests, and they've all passed. So coming back out of this directory, it's now time to do the next step, which I need to get the QuickBeam code itself. So it shouldn't be too hard. So I come here, I'll come back and I'll find the QuickBeam code. So if I didn't know, if I weren't able to find it, I will just search on the word QuickBeam, and here it is. Here's my little drop down box, and if I click on that, I've copied the link to the repository. So so now git clone, and hopefully, whoa, I'll just have to use my paste. For some reason I'm getting something else. Okay, so I've pasted that in, and I'll be able to get the QuickBeam. Okay, didn't take long. So now I have another directory here, and I should be able to build the QuickBeam. So it should build by just typing make, and there it is, built. So if I built it on MSys2, then I'll have a file quickbeam.exe, but because I've built it on Linux, I've just got this file QuickBeam. Okay, I hope you find that useful.